Hi everyone, I'm Chris and I'm here to talk to you about a great book for readers grades 6 through 8, King and the Dragonflies by Kacen Callender. Kingston James, or King for short, already has to deal with turning 12 and becoming a teenager and attending middle school and all of the usual drama that comes with that. But on top of that, he also has to deal with being one of the only African American people living in his small, sleepy Louisiana town, and has unfortunately had to experience a lot of intentional and unintentional racism, both from his peers and his friends, and from just random people living in town. On top of all this, and most tragically, his brother Khaled, who he was very close to, has recently unexpectedly passed away. However, he still comes to King in his dreams, and will talk to him and visit him. And King has become convinced that Khaled has, upon death, transformed into a dragonfly, and now lives in the bayou near their town. King doesn't know how to deal with this, and he doesn't know how to process this or talk to anyone about it because his friends don't take him very seriously, and he doesn't want to bother his parents who are dealing with the loss of their child. And the one person that he would maybe be able to talk to, his former best friend Sandy, has sort of disappeared from his life. Because shortly before Khaled's death, he had convinced King not to be friends with Sandy anymore, because he had heard a rumor that Sandy may be gay. And he's worried that if King remains friends with Sandy, everyone will think that King is gay too. Sandy suddenly disappears, and the whole town goes searching for him. And King one day finds him living in his backyard in a tent, and finds out that Sandy has run away from his abusive father. And the two rekindle their friendship and go on an adventure through the bayou looking for the dragonfly that may or may not be Khaled. On top of this, King also has to wrestle with everything that's going on inside of him, dealing with his loss as well as learning to accept his friend, as well as process his own feelings about himself and his identity. King and the Dragonflies is a wonderful book. It is primarily realistic fiction. I would recommend it for fans of middle grade realistic fiction. It has some magical realism elements to it, specifically the idea that Khaled has turned into a dragonfly upon his death. But for the most part remains a grounded book. It deals with heavy topics such as race, grief and loss, as well as sexuality, so I would also recommend it to fans of LGBTQ fiction. A great sort of mystery, as well as an adventure story. So fans of mystery or adventure would also find something in it. It's a great book. I hope you like it, and yeah, I hope you read it soon. Enjoy King and the Dragonflies by Kacen Callender.